Infinity. It's Wednesday. It's an earlier show because we have a very, very special guest from the UK up in here on the Queen's actual birthday. Apparently she's got two, but it's the Queen's actual birthday today, and Az is here. Heel versus Babyface is in the house. So excited. So excited. Az, it's not like nobody knows who you are in my chat. Mm-hmm. I'm sure everybody knows who you are, but tell everyone where they can find you.
I'm here on YouTube, Heel versus Babyface, over on Twitter at Heel versus Babyface as written there. And that's where you can find me.
Perfect.
On the dark corners of the internet.
Thank you so much for joining us today. It's this is going to be a fun show. I'm so excited. I'm sure everyone also knows this guy, but you know, he can also be found on the YouTube. So you want to tell people about your channels?
It's John Talks, and yeah, I just make funny political videos. So there you go. Check it out.
He's got two other channels. It's all in the description down below. So if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed to both of these lovely, lovely toxic gentlemen. It's amazing.
I wanted to
so cool. What are you drinking? Coffee? No, tea. You got
tea.
Green tea?
Yeah. That's actually awesome. Do they drink green tea over there, Az?
My friend does. Tastes like shit to me. I drink properly.
I'm definitely not drinking it for the taste. That's for sure. But
great tea, hot.
But it's good. It's good for you. Good oxidants and all that sort of stuff. But
yeah.
Roger H sends me a thumbs up, and it's well deserved because Az is here. Oh my God! Thank you, Roger. Thank you so much. And everybody in the chat, thank you so much for being here. Everybody, make sure you're smashing that like, sharing the stream, all that good stuff, because we're gonna have an awesome show tonight. Oh my God, Tom's here. What's up, Tom?
Hey, what's up, Tom?
What's going on? Everyone's here. Cooking with Ruthie's here.
Yeah, we got Ruthie here.
Jerry's here. Zero Rewind's here. Shane.
Jerry, how you doing, Jerry?
Warrior is here. Darthside's here. Max, everyone, so many people are here. Thank you everyone for joining us. Okay, so let's start with some stuff that I heard yesterday. So I found out that Emilia Clarke, who I've kind of had a crush on her for like a long time when she was Daenerys Targaryen, even though I'm totally straight, but she's amazing. So I found out she's going to be in this Marvel show called Secret Invasion, which I don't know anything about this. Do you guys know anything about this?
I'm assuming it's loosely based on the comics.
Mm-hmm. Probably.
Yeah, that'd be my best guess.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Not just any comic series, but was it called? I forgot if it was called Secret Invasion.
Secret Invasion. I think it's called Secret. Secret Invasion. Yeah.
So she's joining this place. Secret Invasion was announced as a development property last year. One of Marvel's many planned titles for Disney Plus. Jackson is reprising his MCU role of Nick Fury, while Mendelsohn will play the Skrull Talos as he did in the feature film Captain Marvel. Yuck. Check it out. They have like an extra quotation here. The editing.
Why? Yeah. Why? Who needs them?
This is Variety. This isn't just some, garbage tier article here.
Yeah,
oh no, it is.
This is Variety. You know what else is funny? That they think that WandaVision and Falcon and the Winter Soldier are hits. I don't know if I would consider them hits. WandaVision
commercially, maybe.
But
I mean, commercially, I don't know. I guess it's. Does anybody have the numbers on these Disney Plus shows?
No, we'll never get them.
No, yeah. I don't think we will get them either. But I do know that like WandaVision kind of had they could have been really good. Like it could have been a really good show, and people were into it at the beginning. But then they were like, never mind, this show kind of sucks. And then Falcon and the Winter Soldier that's a whole other story of woke.
I just saw one clip from it. That one where they're talking about the shield.
Uh-huh. They talk about the Shield a lot. Which clip?
The one where basically they're like, yeah, it's got a complicated history. And, you know, basically shitting, like, I don't know, implying that Steve Rogers, I'm not, it was a whole idea of like, yeah, I'm not sure Steve knew how to handing the shield to a black man or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
You know what scene I'm talking about.
I do. They were talking, basically what it comes down to is his struggle of wanting to accept the shield of Captain America as a black man, knowing what happened to the other black superhero who was experimented on by the government and like all this stuff.
He'd already given up the shield before he even knew that guy existed. In the first episode.
He had.
So that's a load of bollocks.
Okay.
And he also said that the reason that he gave it up though was because I guess he never thought I don't know, he never thought he was deserving of it, or like that only Steve should carry it. That's why he wanted to put it in the museum. I don't know. It's all very convoluted.
It belongs in a museum.
Yeah, that's literally what he said. So are you watching the show, Az?
I watched the first 2 episodes and then I died of boredom. So I reincarnated and decided not to continue watching it.
That's kind of similar to my friend Stieg. He did the same thing. He watched 2 episodes and then he was like, I'm out. I was almost out. I do a review on it every Sunday. So I kind of like the way you are with Batwoman. Like you don't want to watch it, but you kind of have to. So I've kind of been stuck watching the show because I'm like, oh, I got to do this review for it. But it's been terrible.
There's only so much race baiting I can take. Exactly.
And it's just like, even when because it's not like Captain America and those shows, like those comics haven't been like political before. Like it's not like there's never been a political message. It's just that they're just so... like it's just so in your face in everything now.
But it's in your face in everything, and it's completely partisan. This is not a two-way street because they're planting their flag on America's racist. America's always racist. America hates black people. America won't accept black people, and they've just planted their flag, and they're building their story around that that ideology, which is bullshit. So you can't even have the other side of the equation. It's not being presented. It's just being presented as America unracist. And then you had the black guy last episode, and I saw the clip where it's just like, America will never accept a black Captain America. And I'm just like, well, then you just had a black fucking president for 8 fucking years. So, you know, that seems a bit stupid. And then he was like, no self-respecting black man would ever become Captain America.
Right.
And it's just you've turned it into complete race bait. And Captain America was never about race bait. It was about patriotism. It was about pride in your country. It's about standing up for your country against a common enemy. And it was a uniting force, not a divisive force, a uniting force. And this is Marvel. This is Marvel today. It's just going to be crammed full of this sort of one-way street political ideology, and I couldn't be bothered. 2 episodes in, it was boring, which is the worst thing a show can possibly be, and B, it was just so race baity. I'd rather watch Batwoman than that shit.
Oh,
I was going to ask you, would you rather, At
least Batwoman is so bad
exactly
that you can laugh. You know, it's so poorly written, it's so poorly presented, so poorly acted that you can laugh at the show.
Right.
But this is like, oh, we're being deadly serious and we're taking characters that you've known for 8 years and completely changing them because it doesn't fit the victimhood storyline that we want to take them down. You know, when we first met Sam in Falcon and Winter Soldier, had a good job, had a good life, nice apartment. You know, he's never been viewed as a fucking black victim or a poor black man. He's never had that stigma or stupidity attached to him. The same with Rhodey. He was, a general in the American army. success. And both these men were shown as successes within the military. And then suddenly he gets his own series and he's just been reduced down to a victim. Oh, can't get alone with my sister because you're black. Suddenly I've got no money, even though we know that the Avengers would have paid well. Stark Industries would have paid a stipend. They probably would have continued to pay the stipend even though he was gone for the 5 years. Paid it into some sort of fund, some sort of slush fund for if and when we manage to get the people back. And so this guy would always be a success in life. He would be viewed as a hero in reality, somebody that saved planet Earth, saved the universe, was one of the Avengers who survived the Thanos attack because Avengers were killed in it. So he would be respected, honored, loved, a superstar. And he's been just reduced down to this pathetic, whiny victim. Oh, woe is me. Here, white man passeth shield to black man, and I'm sorry. It's just, oh my God, it's pathetic. Especially when you looked at the exchange between Steve and Sam at the end of Endgame, where he says, "How does it feel?" And Sam's like, "Well, it feels like it belongs to someone else." And then Steve says, "Well, it doesn't." And then Sam realizes, and he's just like, "Thank you.
Yeah,
I'll do my best."
He kind of forgets that, and then Bucky's trying to like make him remember that for basically the entire episode, and then he realizes that the entire series, and then he realizes like, wait a minute, me as a white man shouldn't tell you how to feel as a black man. I should have been more considerate of how you would feel picking up the shield because
piss off. Bucky's had a harder life than Sam's ever had. He fought in World War II. He was an amputee. He was tortured, experimented on, had his mind taken away from him, was made a mindless soldier, murdering people for decades, put on ice, tortured. And then when he got his mind back, he's now completely burdened with this horrific guilt. Of all the death that he's caused, all the people that he's innocents that he's murdered, even though he wasn't in control, because that's what a compassionate person does. They are driven by these levels of guilt. That he was drawn to move to a place where he was by one of the fathers of the victims who had killed. However, he couldn't bring himself in the first episode to confess to what he'd done. And so Bucky's had a much harder life than Sam Wilson's had in terms of the characters.
That's true.
And yet Bucky's the
external and internal
white dude for some bizarre reason. He's been used as the aggressor white person that is getting all the breaks above, poor little Sam.
Yeah,
reduced character.
How dare he? It's just he needs to check himself because he's
super white.
Yeah, he needs to check himself and his whiteness. But with regards to Emilia Clarke, I just saw a comment from 19K Fox. What's up, man? Good to see you. It says Emilia Clarke is not a good actress and a franchise cancer.
Oh. Ouch.
That's like that. Those are some fighting words there, 19K Fox. Why does she continue to get work? Listen.
I mean, she was good in Game of Thrones.
She was amazing in Game of Thrones, and it's not her fault that Dan and Dave shat all over the script, and she just had to act out what they gave to her. Same thing with. Well, I mean, I didn't watch the Star Wars one, Solo.
Oh God, that's fucking terrible.
I didn't watch it, but I'm guessing the reason it failed wasn't because of her. It was probably because of the script and like how shitty the movie was, right? Did you watch it, Az? Did Did you watch Solo?
Yeah, I was forced to.
Well, how was she in it?
Shit.
Oh no.
She was terrible in Solo. In all fairness, though, so was Solo.
Yeah,
they were both
Alden
absolute.
right?
Yeah, he was garbage. He had no charisma. He had no personality. He didn't exhibit a single solitary quality of Han Solo. Emilia Clarke was the she was the what's it called? Well, she was the trap. She was kind of like everything that Solo is because of her type of, you know, bait and switch business. And it was kind of like her doing everything that got him where he was. And it was god awful. And she was atrocious in Terminator Genesis.
See, that's another movie I never watched. Like, I never watched Terminator because I heard that it was like it was shit. And I was like, I'm not watching this. Like, as much as I love Emilia Clarke, I love Terminator more. So I'm not going to like go and trash Terminator for myself. Just like I didn't watch Picard because I didn't want to kill Picard in my brain. So I didn't watch.
Don't ever touch that.
She looks good.
She looks amazing. And
she's like naked, I think, in Genesis in the scene where they get transported. But anyways.
I'm going to have to go watch that. Thanks, John.
Well, it's behind the screen. I'm pretty sure it's a body double.
Probably.
Oh, that's no fun.
She seems like in legitimate. She seems like a lovely person in real life. She really does.
Sure.
And she's got some serious health problems, and fingers crossed she plows through them. But
yeah, she's been struggling for a long time with her health.
With what?
She's got like brain aneurysms or something.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she had like a hardcore brain. She had like brain surgery before Game of Thrones.
Wow.
But like, I think she just needs a less woke, less weird agent. Like, because she gets these weird parts that's like, dude, what are you doing? Like Terminator and like Solo and.
Well, I mean, from a career standpoint, aren't these franchises that you want to be affiliated with, though? You know, Star Wars, Terminator. You don't have to feel terrible for anything, 19K.
He's like all judging her, and we're like, yeah, she has like brain problems. And he's like, oh.
Well, she ain't going to get any less woke joining a Marvel project.
Exactly. Yeah, but true. I think she's like joining it because like, it's a track record, right? She's like, I'm just going to keep walking this path because it pays. It pays well. It pays well when you work, with woke companies like Disney. How do you feel about, did you see the new Shang-Chi, whatever the hell that movie's called? Did you see that trailer?
Yes.
How do you feel about that movie coming out? It
looked very generic.
It did.
And I'm wondering, why do I care about this person? Because the trailer didn't tell me.
That's exactly how I felt about it too. And it was funny because somebody, like, I made a reaction trailer to it, and I was like, after I made the reaction, I was sitting there going like, should I upload this? Because I'm literally not reacting to anything because nothing is happening in this trailer. I'm just like sitting here going like, okay, is there anything gonna happen? Like, no, I'm just like sitting there like this, like, okay. And usually you want trailer reactions to be like exciting and, something's happening and people like there's the actual like something going on.
But reaction.
Yeah, there was nothing going on. But then like, and I was like, I don't know why I should care about this character. And somebody commented in my comment section, like, oh, like you're so ignorant because this is based on like some 50-year-old comic. And also like just basically I'm ignorant for not knowing who this person is. And I'm like, I know who Spider-Man is. Like, I know I'm a normie, but I know like
you're not gonna get 8 points for that.
But I know some superheroes. I just don't know this. Like, I know Iron Fist because this is like
no. Anyone that says something like that to a character as small as this, it's just shut up.
Yeah.
I
You
don't.
know, that person probably didn't know who the fuck they were until it was announced on the Marvel slate. Then they went straight to the wiki
Yeah, like
page,
Wikipedia.
and then they read the wiki page, and now they're going around when somebody goes, "Who's this? Why do I care?" Well, that's because you didn't read the comic back in 1971 when they made their debut, and then you, hey, come on.
This was them, Nina. They're in their mom's basement. Well, I'll show her.
Yeah.
You know, just literally going away at the keyboard.
Like, oh my God, you're so ignorant for not knowing this weird rando character. And I'm like, even if that's true and I don't know it, let's say I'm a normie and I don't know this, and that's exactly that's what the case is. Shouldn't a new superheroes trailer that's going to be like an origin story of some new superhero that's being introduced be a little exciting and make me want to care about knowing this character? I was just like, I don't know.
Any trailer should pique interest, period. Whether it's a superhero trailer or something. Like, yeah, I haven't seen the trailer yet. That shows you how enthusiastic I am about this movie.
You can play the trailer. Disney won't knock you.
Yeah.
Let's watch it. Let's watch it for the chat too, who hasn't seen it.
Sure, I'll play it. The Tweaky Kid for $9.99. Thank you so much. Says, is it wrong that my friend and I get sick satisfaction at Az's reactions to Batwoman? We appreciate the friend of the ocean man jumping on the landmine covered in grenades and dynamite. Wow.
My pleasure in doing the Batwoman reviews is going back about half an hour later and starting to read the comments. The comments are just great. It's
That's
just
amazing.
Wow, you know, the comments just make me laugh and they're so funny, and you know, it's like it's horrible to do them, but it's so nice to kind of get that response from the comment section. It's the only time I ever venture into the comment section.
Oh, that's funny.
Dude, you're a soldier, man. I watched the first 10 episodes and I reviewed them. And yeah, people were watching them for the same reason. Was like they just want to see you suffer.
Yeah.
I couldn't go on. It's like,
no, it became a battle of wills, and I think I actually ended up doing a short video where I looked at how I was when I started reviewing the first episode. And then I think
did you have hair back then? And then
luscious, flowing, long, beautiful hair, ponytail. You know, the whole works. I was gorgeous. You know, I was like 12 stone. You know, I was just as a model of manly perfection, and then this happened. You know, and I think the thumbnail for my 14th episode of Batwoman, like I literally just got the pen and fucking drew it all over the board I used to do the thumbnails on, and that was it. It was just like the guy from Dawn of the Dead. It was just so I did a short video of literally me losing my mind throughout the course of this review of Batwoman. I just couldn't stop laughing because of how bad it was. It was, and you just got to think that stuff unbelievably is better than what we're getting now, which is just
Oh
yeah, that's the thing. I mean, if you're gonna be bad, like at least be really bad. Because just being in the middle or just being boring, like that's the worst thing you can be, period, I think.
Oh, this isn't boring. It's they literally, like, from one scene to another, they won't even get their own continuity right. They'll be like, you go to the police station and meet so and so, and then they'll be at the supermarket meeting each other. You know, I mean, that's the sort of that's the sort of level of continuity mistakes that they make. The episode, not this one just gone, the one before this, she was being beset upon. Batwoman's being beset upon with three guys. This isn't a porno, by the way. Three guys with these like lightning guns, and she's like, "Ah, no, they're gonna get me," because she's got an earpiece to the guy in the Batcave, and then within 10 seconds, he's just there in a completely different outfit with a fucking gun himself going. Pew, 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 pew. It's like, how?
Yeah.
Wow,
it's so bad.
Necessary to 10 seconds to being there. Had time to fucking change. Because you went, it's a bit chilly outside. I better put my coat on. And it's like stuff like that is so laughable. It's just beyond. It's like, how can you write this nonsense?
Do you remember the episode where Kate Kane got? Or wait, I don't even think it was it her? Well, somebody
Julia
in the Batwoman.
Pennyworth.
She got blasted out of the wall.
Yeah,
like
she got
from like
shot
5
with a
stories
weapon
up.
that blasted her through a brick wall,
A brick wall.
and she was 3 stories up. Pancakes on the concrete floor below. She's bruised a rib. Ooh, bruised a rib.
Wow, I've never seen this.
Oh man, it's so good.
You're dead, bitch. You're dead.
Yeah, you're dead. You're
It's not
dead.
like
You're in the
she's
hospital.
Supergirl. It's not
Critical
like she's
condition.
Supergirl.
Every
She's
bone in
Batwoman.
your body is broken.
Right. If you're
I mean,
The reason was the batsuit, it absorbs everything.
yeah, it's magical.
Of course. Yeah, because if it was Supergirl, she would be able to survive that. But Batwoman is a human. She's a human person. That I don't think that...
she's not. She's a lesbian.
Oh, okay.
That's her superpower.
Chris Coran from $5. Thank you so much. Says, oh my God, John and Nina live streaming in the daytime, and hello, Heel. I know this is like a rare event. I still see the sun outside. It's really weird because John and I are
midnight here. It's midnight. Okay.
Okay, see, there you go. It's nighttime somewhere. It's
Did you hear that, flat earthers? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
I just kidding. We're faking it. It's all. This is all. It's not real.
Oh my God.
No, it's burning, shining light outside.
I just it is weird for me though, because I'm usually streaming at night with John, and it's weird. This is weird. But thank you so much for the $5, and I'm just pulling up this trailer so we can watch this amazing trailer. This is so good.
See, that should have been your reaction right there. Should have been the first clip of your video.
This is terrible. Okay, here we go.
Are they still calling it the Legend of the Ten Rings or whatever?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's called Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Ten Rings.
Okay.
The Legend of Sonic's Rings.
I was like, ooh, the guy's working out.
I gave you 10 years to live your life.
That's interesting. Nina crashed.
Yeah, I'm like, is it frozen for anybody else?
Or is Nina she's just gone into a trance because she's so fixated with that beautiful waistcoat? It's so pretty. That waistcoat's just so pretty. I'm just gonna start marrying it for a bit. I'm just gonna marry it for a bit. Is that all right?
Nina
the guy's shaking his booty as well. Looks like he's shaking his booty.
Yeah.
The other guy, as he's walking up, shaking that booty upstairs, shaking that booty, and there's Nina just going, Somebody pass me the grits because I'm gonna go eat that.
She's lost in the moment, folks.
Yeah. And she's gone. 3,
Well-
2, 1. She's not back in the room.
That's okay. Something tells me I think we'll be all right.
Can't share anything, can't bring anything up ourselves,
No.
but we'll be fine.
Did you have any other favorite moments from Batwoman?
Favorite moments, not a single one. There hasn't been a single solitary favorite moment in the show. No, the show, it's I have no idea how it's on television. I really don't. I mean, we know why it's on television, but I have no idea why it's on television. To just some logical, regular person watching it thinking, this is awful. This is just terrible. And yesterday I did a stream with Gary, and we were reviewing Kingdom Come. Oh, hi. Welcome back, Nina.
My power went out.
Sure it did.
my Mexican power. Oh my god. Okay.
Sure he did. That guy turned to walk up the stairs. He flashed a bit of his ass, and you're just like, gonna have to take a moment away from here, boys.
Be back in 5.
Cover.
Oh my God. All right. Let's try that again. Sorry about that. I hope it doesn't go out again. Sometimes this happens when it does that like 5 times in a row, and I'm like, FML. Of course, it's gonna happen tonight. These are the days of our lives. Okay.
Oh no, not again.
Yeah, we can skip. We can kind of
You can.
That's
to the point where the
ahead.
guys walk. Yeah.
Oh yeah, that guy's working out.
10
That's where we
years to
were.
live your life. Now you see me rise. And where did that get you?
He's good at punching
My
wood.
shadow.
So am I. So that's bragging.
I trained you. To the most dangerous people in the world.
White men.
Son, it's time for you to take your place by my side.
That guy's arm looks cool. Like
That's
that
the
guy's arm.
rings.
It looked cool, and it kind of reminded me of Iron Fist, but I know it's totally not Iron Fist. But it was cool. I was like, I like the dude's arm. That's pretty much my only reaction. Was like, ooh, I like that guy's arm.
That's not going to happen. You can't outrun who you really are.
Did they have a Captain Marvel subway scene? Just like
Who are you?
Yeah, this is a bust.
Is this some sort of bust? Yes, it's very impressive. I can see Az pretending not to like it. I don't have to pretend. Not liking it, dude. Get back in your fucking box. It's just, what is there? What interesting? Tell me what was interesting in that fucking trailer. Come on, you come on here. You fucking talk.
yeah.
I can tell you
It's just
this.
generic. We've seen that all before.
I've
I
seen.
know-
Sorry, there's like 4 different movies I saw in some of those clips where it's like, oh, that reminds me of this movie I've seen, or
Speed was
Like-
in it with the bus.
Speed with the bus, quirky sidekick woman. Oh, we make such a good teamsy weensy. You've been let alone for 10 years, so you can do your own thing. Great. We saw him being a fucking valet and having a drink. Wow, that's awesome. You know, he's got his probably gay friend who's got the pink hair, so now he's got his nice little group of boxes ticked. Platonic woman, gay friend, me, ass kicker. Let's just tick those off. We've got generic fight scenes, which we've seen 1,000 times. We've got Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon ripped off. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff which has just been seen time and time again. Nothing about the character. Apart from he's going to be Fu Manchu's son.
Isn't it cultural appropriation when you say like Asian women can't drive? Because that chick just crashed that bus. Like, I was like, is this like some sort? Is this racist? I don't know. Seems kind of racist.
I just think it was meant to be a funny, because Marvel have got to get their little funnies in to break up the scene. Oh no, somebody's kicked somebody twice in the face. We need to come up with a funny quickly to defuse the situation. Well, that was punchy of you.
Oh my god. London Fog 66. Thank you so much for $5. Says at this point the episodes are written just for Az. Heart.
I think the Batwoman ones.
Yeah, the Batwoman. Batwoman.
Do you think they watch your videos at all? Like the Batwoman running team, writing team?
I don't know, because there's another guy called Thorias who does Batwoman reviews, and they're good. I enjoy watching those. And he's been blocked by Caroline Dries on Twitter. And I'm not blocked by Caroline Dries on Twitter. So I don't know. Maybe they're racist and they don't watch British people's.
Well, that's the other thing that came out from this trailer is apparently the girl who I knew her from like Crazy Rich Asians, and I actually really liked that movie and I thought it was funny, and she was funny in it. But apparently she's like under the woke mob fire, because like firing squad right now, because they say that she got famous by doing like black scent, which is like she was like pretending to act like black people so that she gets famous, and then she got famous, and then she like put that act aside, and they like basically they're accusing her of using black scent to get famous, and now that she it's so ridiculous. I was like, what? And then there's like all the stuff going on now with the main lead guy too, which went and because he said something about a Nicki Minaj concert in like a tweet of his from like 6 years ago or something like that, or like 8 years ago.
Yeah, 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah, and then he went and deleted it, and then the woke mob came after him, and like, well, especially like the Nicki Minaj fans who are apparently insane because they're like I saw the Quartering covering it a little bit, and he was talking about how they're sending him like death threats now, and like telling him like, you know, his daughter should get raped, but which he doesn't even have a daughter, but that's like so messed up to like message someone and be like, hope your daughter gets raped, and you're like, I just reported this drama, man. Like, I don't.
Well, congratulations, these are people that you pander to.
Exactly. It's so crazy though, and well, I mean, is it just me or do you get the same kind of satisfaction when you see like the woke eating the woke people?
Oh, I just don't care. I'll be honest.
That's
I really just don't fucking care. All I'm bothered about is that I want some entertainment that I'm interested in. You know, whatever they do, just do it. I don't give a fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Play with a train on a track. I don't care. You know, do your thing. But I just want something to watch. I want something to enjoy. I don't want to sat down feeling as if I'm being lectured. I'm sick and tired of watching television shows that just go, you're a piece of shit. Thanks. You know, for the 58th time in a row. You know, I just want to watch something I enjoyed. I think that's why I enjoyed Justice League so much. Not the Joss Whedon cut, the Zack Snyder cut, because it was just fun.
Yeah.
You know, there was nothing lectury, there was no morals, there was no intersectional feminism, there was no race baiting, there was nothing, no political ideology at all. It was a group of heroes trying to beat a villain. And you being like, yeah, you go do that, you go after them. And that's why I think it was just so much fun, because it just took me back to a time which wasn't too long ago. Yeah, which was, this is what entertainment used to be. And everybody from every walk of life, be you white, black, straight, gay, whatever, could understand it because there were relatable characters and plots and themes that everybody could understand and comprehend. But now it's just lectures, moralizing lectures. You're a piece of shit because you're white.
Yeah, and that's exactly
made by white people.
And that's exactly how I felt watching The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. And I was like, you have two extremely attractive guys on screen that most women would just watch just because they're there. You know, you have an audience. These characters are awesome. And then you're sitting there giving everybody a lecture. It's like, no, all we want to do is watch them fight either each other or other people or take their shirts off. Like, come on, let's go. Like,
Anthony Mackie has got charisma all day long. He's a really good actor. He's very charismatic. And what they've done with his character is just criminal.
It is.
It's criminal. Yeah. So I would personally have used, I mean, Gary said a great thing yesterday on the Real BBC. He said what this series should have been. This should have been Lethal Weapon with 2 superheroes.
Yeah.
There you go.
And he's absolutely right. You would have had Anthony Mackie, the charismatic one, the wisecracker, you know, and then you would have had Bucky more
like
reserved,
the brooding,
straight man, and they could have played off each other really well like that, and they could have just gone off and had a really fun adventure together to take down, you know, let's just say Baron Zemo got released somehow on whatever, escaped, whatever. And that way.
That is the other thing too, is that they have the absolute most boring, most ridiculous villain ever. It's like they have this little girl that is like, okay, let's make her a super serum soldier. And then she's like so scary. Ooh, but she's not. She doesn't look threatening. She doesn't seem threatening. And then they keep wanting to like humanize her and be like, she just cares about everybody. And that's why she's a terrorist now. Cause she's like,
that's why she's killing people.
Yeah. She's killing people because she's misunderstood.
Yeah.
How can Sam wield the shield if he's not he doesn't have the super soldier serum?
They show that, John. He trains on trees for like 20 minutes. And then he like throws the thing until he can catch it, like as it bounces off other trees, which was another thing that like I was talking about with Jane and them on Sunday, because they could have made it so that Bucky teaches him how to catch the shield and stuff, like actually like, you know, partner with him. And he's like, you know, they're like, he teaches him how to do it versus being like, okay, here's the shield. I'm going to go now. Call me when you find the villain.
It doesn't work. Falcon is Falcon.
Right.
That's his character, and that's what his character's been for decades.
He gave up the wings in the latest episode.
Well, it doesn't matter, because this is Marvel. This is Marvel's problem, right? When Marvel started getting woke, it wasn't good enough that Falcon was Falcon. Falcon needed to be elevated to Captain America. And to me, that's insulting, because you're saying that his character was not enough. Even though he played his role in Captain America for so long, you're saying that's not enough. He's not good enough. Oh no, black man needs to be elevated by us even further, which in itself is probably fucking racist. So this is why the problem of people assuming the mantle of Captain America has never worked, because Steve Rogers is Captain America. The whole soldier serum is part and parcel of that makeup,
right?
And it's the character of Steve Rogers which has really made it what the character is. And so when you try and transplant another character into that role, it invariably doesn't fit, because you're putting square pegs into round holes and saying we need it to work for diversity's sake. You know, we need this. Why didn't you create another character? But you can't do that because you can't write heroes. You don't know how to write heroes anymore. And we're discussing this with Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come is a very prophetic book, because it's written in 95, and it literally says that heroes of the future have lost connection with the people who they're meant to protect. They've basically wiped out all the super criminals due to generations of superheroes breeding and creating new superheroes. And now they're just inwardly fighting against each other. Meanwhile, the whole reason of heroism and the whole nature of heroism has become lost on these people. And so they're having their fights. They're not caring about the collateral damage. They're not caring about the person damage that it's causing. And this is modern day comics. They've forgotten how to write heroes. The heroes that we get now with Captain Marvel and Ms. Marvel and all these utter shites they're not heroes. They're actually villains. They have no connection to people. They have no connection to humanity. They act selfishly, not selflessly. And this is because the writers who have come through don't understand comics.
Yeah, and that's exactly what happened with WandaVision, who actually like ended up coming out that the writer for the show was like, oh, I've never read a Wanda, a Scarlet Witch comic in my life, and I have no idea what I was writing, kind of thing. And it's like, oh, no shit, lady, because that's exactly what it seemed like. You didn't know what you were doing. And then Wanda and like WandaVision was kind of like the villain. Like she was the villain and she wasn't quite heroic. She was like, she had captured all these people and she was like torturing them and everything like that. And, in the end, it was just, it was all, but it was okay.
You never understand. They'll never understand what you sacrificed for them.
Yeah.
Nothing.
I mean, I like the bits where they were showing that she was kind of like going through her grief and like, showing like the parts where she was with Vision and everything like that was really sweet. But otherwise it was terrible. Like I was like, I don't understand what they're doing here. And it really sucked because it had such a huge potential. Like when I first started watching it, I was like, this looks like a good show. It's starting out. And it wasn't as preachy at the beginning. Like it was very, very creative. It wasn't preachy. And then it just kept going downhill. And I was like,
but it got preachy when they decided that it was actually Wanda Maximoff that was the villain, but they don't want her to be the villain. So everything that she was doing was villainous. She had these people, these thousands of people from this town, mind controlled. The kids were locked away in their bedrooms.
Yep.
They could only respond the way that she wanted to respond in her own world.
They wanted to die. Like they were like,
it would have been horrific for these people, terrifying beyond compare. We don't know the mental torture that they went through, but it was just like, oh, but Vision, your 6'2" vibrator died, so oh sorry, they'll never understood what you sacrificed for them. No, there should have been repercussions for Wanda Maximoff, and it should have ended with her being incarcerated.
It should have at least ended with Doctor Strange coming and being like, yo, what are you doing with all this? Like, they
cut him before in the last episode, so it didn't matter anyway.
Yeah.
Because they said, oh, you're more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
And she looked in the camera when she said that. She went, you're more powerful than the Sorcerer Supreme. That's the upcoming Doctor Strange movie. That's him, the Sorcerer Supreme. She's better than him. We fucked his film up for him before he's even come out. And then they come back and they carry on fighting.
Do you think she's gonna be the villain in the new Doctor Strange movie? No.
I think she's gonna be the bestest ever.
Yeah. You think she's gonna be like? You think she's gonna like rescue the Sorcerer Supreme from whatever?
I think they're gonna work in unity with each other for whatever is gonna happen, and she's gonna be there to fight the men, and he's gonna be there to watch.
See, it didn't make sense to me that he wouldn't show up though, because she was using all this chaos magic to do all this evil shit, and then like you would think that he would be like, "Yo, what are you doing with this chaos magic, bitch?" Like,
that, he would have said that.
The people themselves said it. Who wrote it? They're just like, when we started airing it, people were coming out with better ideas than we.
It's true. It's all true, because I mean, I listened to like so many of the fan theories. And then, of course, at one point I was like, okay, I'm going to stop listening to the fan theories because this is going to be incredibly disappointing when it finishes, because none of this is going to come to fruition. And then we're all going to be like, well, what? Like, what is this?
But it was baits and switches. The whole Quicksilver was a massive bait and switch.
Oh, my God.
That was ridiculous, that.
They were saying that was going to be a Luke Skywalker moment from The Mandalorian, and then it ended up being this Quicksilver person that.
No, it was the Luke Skywalker moment was the reveal of White Vision.
No.
That's what. That's what he said. So it's like, oh, when people started writing their theories down, I was like, oh, I might have fucked up here.
Oh my God. The fake Quicksilver was trash. I was like, what is happening right now? This is... It was so bad.
And they called him Boner or something as well.
They did call him Boner. I was like, what is happening? It's like they want to ruin their own shows. I'm convinced that they're like the studios are constantly wanting to pull producers now. They just want to make flops that make money.
Well, it's not that they want to make flops. It's the people that they're bringing on don't care about the source material.
Right.
If you watch interviews of people like Dick Donner and Tim Burton and people back in the day who even Sam Raimi, another one, who came on and did superhero franchises, you hear them talk about the superheroes and they love them. They love the source material. They love the characters, and they're so excited to create. This Bint who wrote fucking WandaVision, she's got nothing. She's got nothing at all. No history in this, and she was granted Black Widow, and then she was given this to do, and they don't understand. They haven't been a fan of these heroes. They've never understood these heroes. They don't understand the franchises, the universe which surrounds them. And it's just getting absolutely insane now that you're handing these roles to people that don't care. So why would she give a shit? You know, this Quicksilver, I'm gonna call him Boner because that's gonna be funny because it's like hard on, isn't it? It's like he's got hard on, isn't it? Because he's like he lives in his mother's basement, doesn't he? He's just like whacking off all day when he's not here. You know, they don't give a shit, and they don't realize they're shitting all over these beloved characters when they do it because they don't care. They've never fucking cared. It's just like the writers now; they don't give a fuck.
I feel like they know, and they're just like they know they're shitting on the characters. They don't care because they think that like these characters need to be fixed because they're so racist and so sexist, and like these characters are just the epitome of white man bad, and they're all so white, and it just needs to be fixed. That's all I see. Well, except for the Chinese one.
Fixed for what? Fixed for what? So people like you don't fucking care?
Yeah.
Because people like you aren't going to come in and buy the comics. Fixed because it's now got representation of 0.00001% of the fucking human race. So you think getting rid of the 95% to pander to the 0.00001% is going to fucking save your industry? Are you mental? Are you fucking stupid?
Yeah,
the representation that we want. That's like good season.
There's gonna come a point, like once it gets too heavy-handed, people walk away. You look at the NBA, you look at the NFL, you look at these sporting events, and people are just like literally all this woke stuff just pushes people away. And it's not just white people either.
No,
you know,
it's every normal person.
Yeah. So, you know, we've seen glimpses of it. We've seen a little bit of it here and there at points with these movies. But the more heavy-handed they get and the more ham-fisted they get with it, you know, people will just stop. They're just normal people. This is not what we're tuning in for. Period.
No, I mean, I would have stopped watching. Like I said, I would have stopped watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier if I wasn't doing a review for it. And so many people have. So many people have stopped watching it because it just was so preachy and it was so boring. And it's just like, we don't care anymore. And now when you see stuff like, oh, Emilia Clarke's going to come to Disney Plus in the new show, you're like, really? I don't really care. Like, who cares?
But Falcon and Winter Soldier put out a mid-season trailer when there were 2 episodes left and 4 had gone. That's not a mid-season trailer. That's a please, for God's sake, can you watch the last 2 episodes because no one fucking is tuning in. We're 4 episodes in. We've lost our audience because we're just a preachy bunch of twats. We're going to have a fake mid-season trailer where there's only 2 episodes left. Please watch. Please. I mean, there's shit to come and you're going to hate it, but please watch.
I mean, at this point, I don't even know how they're going to end it, but however they end it, it's not gonna be good.
They're going to end it like they end every Marvel fucking excuse my French, TV show now where hero gets to wear costume.
Right.
That's how it's going to end. It's literally just going to end with Anthony Mackie putting on the Captain America Falcon outfit and going out and, you know, being Black America. He's going to go like that. He's going to leave like that, like BLM.
Oh my God, Az, if he does something like
this,
oh my God, I'm going to blame you. I'm going to blame you.
I think that's probably going to be the close. Yeah, he's probably spot on with that.
And he's going to zoom into that arm at the end. Zoom into that.
Oh my God, you're probably right. Oh, that is terrible. I'm already imagining it.
BLM is going to Bucky loves Marmite. Buy large mansions.
Slimer Snarf. What an interesting name. Hi. Thank you so much for the $20. I haven't seen anyone super chat and felt bad. So here you go. Oh my God, that's so cute and so nice of you. You can always feel bad for me and send me money. That's perfectly okay.
The woman's right.
Yeah. Feel bad for me. I'm a woman.
I'm a woman. Give me money. This is what wives do, isn't it? Yeah, come on. Give me money.
Oh my God, I need to buy my makeup.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
Madam, you have suffered an emotional shock. I will notify a rape crisis center.
Thank you so much for that super chat. So speaking of BLM, a lot of crazy happened yesterday. The Derek Chauvin trial went down, and he was found guilty of all charges. Are you guys surprised that he was found guilty?
Not really. No.
Yeah, me either. Do you care to elaborate, John, about how you weren't surprised?
Well, I mean, people were threatening to burn down the whole city. So, I mean, I'm sure that might have factored in the jury's decision a little bit. But no, I mean, you know, the tape and the video is just powerful in itself. So I'm just saying, I think that type of visual, regardless of any of the, you know, particulars and the details that might have went into it. And I haven't been following up with it completely. I mean, there was no way Derek Chauvin, especially with that video, there's no way that this guy was getting off the hook. Like I just did not, that wasn't happening. Mm-hmm. Now, if there wasn't any video evidence, could have been a very different story. But that video, especially in the court of just, you know, public opinion, people who saw it, you know, at the very, like, it looks terrible. So, you know, he didn't have a chance.
But didn't like Biden come out before the ruling happened and say, I hope that the jury reaches the right decision? And also, of course, you heard stuff from like Maxine Waters and like, you know, people like that, like, you know, encouraging, you know, anything less than what they wanted for cities to, you know, get what they get, kind of thing. And there's and I heard that the jury apparently had access to their phones and apparently they could check the news and stuff like that. So if they did hear these things, doesn't it mean that justice wasn't blind in this case, that justice really wasn't served? Because whether he like, and I'm not one of those people who doesn't think that he shouldn't have gone to jail. I just think that it just doesn't, it's another thing that shows that the justice system's completely failed in the United States because
he OJ Simpson,
himself,
you know, OJ Simpson didn't go to jail, Nina. So I think
he did.
You know, I think that's proof. Well, he did
he went
later
to jail
on.
for something completely different.
Yeah.
But
I mean, the justice system's been effed for quite some time, and not just with OJ, but for a lot of different people. You know. Mm-hmm. Especially, you know, you got people going to jail over weed, you know? Like, yeah. I mean, it's kind of ridiculous now.
Kamala Harris sent so many Black people to jail for minor weed offenses in California.
I think you got to block out the noise of the left completely, because we know what they want. We all know what they want. And I'm talking far left here, not I'm talking the crazy contingent. He brought it on himself. You know, I don't think there's too much excuse. You could see if he got away with murder and was given manslaughter. You could see if he was given all of it. You could see if he was given some of it, none of it. There were just so many outcomes that every outcome would be I could see that happening. And from and as John said, from a visual perspective, it looked disgusting. It looked absolutely disgusting.
Mind you, all the stuff that he did, from what I understand, is common practice. Like, these are all common police tactics that they do. So, interestingly,
that needs to be addressed.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Interestingly, though, like there was a correlation between this case for me and something that happened in the new Captain America, in the new Falcon and the Winter Soldier, because you had the Captain America, like the new one, where they, once he kills somebody, they put him on a trial, right? And they say that the only reason that we're not, court-martialing you is because of your record. And they basically just totally throw the guy under the bus for doing something that any natural person would have done, because he was trained to do what he was trained to do. And he gives this passionate speech
the
about...
guy was restrained. He was restrained, and he was restrained well.
He was.
And I just do not see a need in any capacity to be on top of a person, whether it's the neck, whether it's the back, in a way that could cause discomfort. Because even though he didn't die of asphyxiation, he died of the phenylalanine overdose, which he'd taken. Even though that he didn't die of asphyxiation, we have video footage of that happening. Yeah. But it was on a white guy. But it was the police on top of a white guy doing exactly the same practice, and the guy died of asphyxiation. And the police started fucking laughing when he was dead.
Yeah.
I didn't see this. Who was this?
And they were laughing away.
It was in Texas.
Shit, we think he killed him. And they were just chuckling. There was someone chuckling, and oh shit, he's dead. I think he's dead. And it was this is a something that we don't need to see when they're restrained.
So that's what I'm saying, though. So it is common practice, and this is what they're doing. So is he guilty of doing what he was trained to do? Like, I don't. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's the flaw within.
He's trained, but it's not you. This is what you have to do. It is a technique. Now, if the guy is struggling, resisting and struggling, even though he's handcuffed, I think there's absolutely grounds to try and do that. But the guy was we all know he's pepped up. He wasn't struggling, but he was crying out that he was having trouble breathing. And I don't think there was, just from what we saw, I don't think there was a need or a capacity to be on top of that person.
Yeah, I don't either.
And so you have to use discretion. Just because you're trained to pull a trigger, for instance, doesn't mean that you naturally just pull a trigger. You have to use your common sense when to pull the trigger.
I think that's what I'm saying, though. I think that unfortunately what's going on is that this is like kind of been years of police brutality, and the kind of training that they do is they try to, in my opinion, and like, listen, I love a lot of people in law enforcement. I know people in law enforcement. It's not like I don't have anything against them. It's just that a lot of the training that they go through sometimes is it's to take that out of you, like that kind of like sympathizing thing. They want to make sure that you know that you have to sometimes be brutal to do what you have to do to and I think that training needs to be remedied, and I think that they need to like be able to understand and discern better for themselves. Like, do you really need to be leaning on this guy's neck right now? Probably not. Like, he seems like he's down. He's cuffed. Yeah. He's not going anywhere. Like, why do you need to do this now? And maybe from this trial, that's one of the things that'll happen. Maybe they're going to look at some of these tactics now.
I guarantee a lot of cops. Yeah. I mean, just in general, who wants to be a cop now?
I don't know.
It's a horrific job. It's a horrific job, and I understand they're under a lot of pressure. But that didn't seem, with the fact that there were 4 policemen there, he wasn't the only one. That didn't seem to be a pressure situation.
Yeah.
So I have all the sympathy in the world for police. I think they do a horrific job for terrible pay, and not just terrible pay, but for terrible cost to their lives as well. The danger that they put themselves in. So I am 100%, blue lives do matter. Yeah. Because I do believe that these people protect us, and they do more good than they do harm. But whenever you have a job that elicits some sort of power and control, you will always get people, a bad crop as well, that gravitate towards it, that will abuse that system. Now, I don't know, and this is complete, it's all speculation. I don't know if that policeman, because he knew he was being recorded and he knew that people were telling them to get off, I don't know if he got on a bit of a power trip
Yeah.
and was like, I'm going to exert my power here. You know, I'm going to show these people.
Mhm.
I'm going to stay where I am. I'm going to exert my authority. I'm not going to curtail. And you know, that could have been an ego trip, and it's an ego trip that got him in a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
Um,
that's interesting to think. Had those people not been there, you know, videotaping at all, would it have went down the same way?
No, it wouldn't,
You know?
because they've already said, they said in the trial, one of the reasons that the paramedics weren't able to get through was because there's too many people there filming stuff. So that one of the reasons the paramedics weren't able to get through in time was because there was so many people there.
Certainly not at all in any way, shape, or form, you know, excusing. I'm just thinking the way things played out. It's
Yeah.
just like,
It would have been different.
you know,
but you can tell just from the nature of this conversation, this is so complex.
Yeah.
This is not black and white in any way, shape, or form. And this is why you can see why so many verdicts, which could have been granted, would people just be like, okay. The problem with this death, and this is the unfortunate thing, is it was turned into a race thing immediately.
Yeah.
And it had nothing to do with race. But this is the horrendous side of politics now, and this is exactly what the far left want. They want victimhood. They want to exploit victimhood, and they want to. And as we've seen throughout the course of last year, you know, places burned down because of it.
Well, and they're doing it to put it in our media too, and that's why they're constantly pumping us with this narrative that it is white versus black. It is like, you know, all races versus white people, and like, you know, people.
Well, we saw CNN
whatever.
get caught short. We saw him him get caught short and admit that he was manipulating. You know, the CNN were manipulating the news. That's the reason why they'd stop reporting on Stop Asian Hate, was because they were finding the majority of people who were attacking Asians are actually black
people.
And so they said, you know, we got to stop reporting on that because yeah,
it doesn't look good.
As he said, we're trying to do you a favor, as if black people are just grouped up into one group of you,
right?
You know, because it's black people are a high fucking mind to these crazy fuckers. And so yeah, they're manipulating the news to present this narrative, and that's obviously not what the news is there for. The news is meant to serve a straight down the middle representation, a report of what has happened. Just report what's happened. Don't add opinion to that. And this is what news is. News is now opinion.
It's all opinion.
It's lost its objectivity completely, and this is why we can't trust in the media anymore. And it works on both sides of the fence. This.
It does.
Because the left do it and the right do it as well.
Yep.
Because one side does it, the other side has to retaliate and do the same to try and balance the books. And it doesn't help either side of the fence.
Doesn't help us, you know. It doesn't help
people just need factual news. What are the facts? That's what we need, and that's it. And keep out the opinion. And you know, media is so fucking dangerous now. It's so dangerous, and this is why they fear YouTubers that talk. This is why they fear people who who can pick up on the lies and the deceit which is coming through, and they get shouted down, they get the channels closed down, they get the voices shut off.
And I just want to say thank you to Sonny Crockett here for $4.99. Says, I'm hanging here down in Miami, and I must say Az is looking rather moist tonight. That is a really weird thing to say.
I understand it. No.
I don't know what that means. Oh my god!
You're not in the know. That's why. You're not down with the hip lingo with the kids.
Oh my god, Miami moist, baby. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm pretty sure I do know what that means, but let's not talk about that. Okay, I do have another thing I wanted to bring up here. Actually, speaking of Florida, let's talk about this for a second, because I did see this in the news and I thought it was kind of crazy. So South Florida restaurants buys robots to fight staffing issues. As I don't know, like, if you know my stance on robots, but I have a love-hate relationship with robots and with Elon Musk because I think that they are going to take over. I'm one of those people who's like not down with this whole AI situation. So whenever I see stuff like this, it freaks me out. What is your take on the, robots and robot takeover, and all this kind of stuff?
I'm a humanist in as much as I want human connection. I don't want Android connection.
I want human connection too, as that's so important.
I want a person to serve me. I want a person to have a job for a start. I want somebody that's able to get themselves a working wage and earn themselves an honest day's living. And I want that person to be male, female, I don't care. One of the two genders. And I don't want a robot serving me. I don't want the cold hand of technology serving me in this manner. It does nothing for me at all.
This freaks me out. What if
I think it's bullshit as well. You can easily get people to staff.
It's true. This says the future of food is here. A restaurant in Florida has added several new high-tech workers to its roster. After struggling with staffing issues, the seafood place decided to invest in robots to help deliver food to tables and perform other important tasks. Mr. Q Crab House in Hollywood, Florida, invested in 3 food service robots, Fox 23 reports. The electronic workers have been performing various tasks normally assigned to servers and other front of the house workers. The business owner, Joy Wang, reported.
It's quite the name.
Oh my God. It's terrible. Reportedly decided to invest $30,000 in the robots because the restaurant was struggling with staffing issues. According to the news outlet, the robots are being used to greet customers, help them to their seats, and will even run food out to tables. Human servers are still taking orders, although robots will reportedly also help sing happy birthday to customers in 4 different languages. Yay! While the robots are helping out with the service, Fox 23 reports that they don't share in the tips. Apparently, the human workers keep those for themselves.
What happens when they gain consciousness and they decide they want to quit?
What if they decide they want to poison you and they just put poison in your food?
There you go. Yeah.
It's the Animatrix all over again.
It really is. Now, do you guys want to see something even more crazy? Because of course I found this as like the show was about to go on.
Kazakhstani bodybuilder marries his sex doll.
Close, but even creepy.
That is true, by the way.
I know. Company sells sex robots, clones of dead partners using 3D technology.
Oh no.
Isn't this insane? I feel like this is really creepy. I would never want this.
You gotta be kidding me.
I know, right? For many people who have lost their significant others, sex dolls have provided one way to ease the pain of grief and loneliness. However, sex robot company LuxBotics, that's actually what it's called, is taking things one step further by offering a clone of dead partners using state-of-the-art 3-dimensional modeling. With demand for sex dolls booming amid the ongoing pandemic and lockdowns across the world, LuxBotics is offering ultra-realistic humanoids to satisfy the carnal needs of the singles without any other recourse. The company's flagship adult companion model called Stephanie goes for $6,000 USD on the LuxBotics website. The model includes speech control, facial recognition, hyper-realistic eyes option, and even the option of implanted real hair, as well as limited AI capacities. This is all very freaky to me. That is insane. However, the company also offers the option of creating facsimiles of lost loved ones. Oh, that is so creepy.
Wasn't there an Outer Limits episode where there was like a sex doll and he got jealous when the guy actually found a girlfriend and tried to kill a girlfriend and all this stuff? And
I think so. Oh my God. I don't.
It's happening.
It is happening. It is happening. The company can either create a 3D model through a detailed modeling prior to it being printed in ultra fine resolution, or it can rely on photos of the individual. A mold would be then constructed based on the 3D model, complete with robot skeleton and the robot is then painted and fitted with the lips, nails, eyebrows, and other features the customer chooses.
All right, Nina, let me throw something extremely disturbing at you. Okay. What is preventing me from having a sex doll made of you?
Oh my God.
Do you get where I'm coming from?
Yes. That's really creepy.
They say dead people, but that you could do anyone. So what if you coveted your friend's girlfriend? What if you coveted your neighbor's wife? What if you had a thing for Jill at work and you had photographs, and then you have to take into consideration, what if they then send images of said model being banged to said person?
Oh my God. That is too creepy, Az. I didn't even think about that. But you're right. You could just like make like whoever you're crushing on, you could just like turn them into a sex robot and then have sex with them.
There'd just be so many Az dolls around the place.
There's gonna be so many. DJ Scandalous says just ordered the Jennifer Lopez from the 2000 model.
I wouldn't say no.
Have fun with that.
2010, I'll take 2010 though.
Yeah, she was. I mean, she's still really hot, but she
got hotter in her 40s than she did.
It's true. London Fog 66 for $2 says cleaning out the doll. Blech. I know that is so gross. Dodgy Arab says Az's plans revealed. Oh no. You're planning on making a sex doll of me, Az? That's terrible.
Yeah. I'm going to send you pictures of me banging it.
Oh, shit. John missed this entire conversation.
I know, he's so lucky.
What did I walk into?
You know, you don't want to know. You just walked into a pit of debauchery.
Oh my God. This is what we were talking about.
Well, I saw that. Yeah, the sex clones of dead.
Yeah. So I said, what's stopping you from making people who are alive though? What's stopping me from making a clone of Nina and banging that? You know, but you know what I mean? It's like you let's say you fancy someone at work and he's like, oh, you
send them a picture of that person. You know, you get their Facebook picture or whatever.
Yeah. And then they make it, and then you've got your personal data shag.
Do they need consent? Like, do you need consent to make a sex clone?
No.
Wouldn't that be weird if you made one of your significant other while they're alive, and then they're over your house or your apartment, and they open up one of the they open up a closet or something, and
I was like, what if they start sending the person images of that person getting banged by them?
Oh my God. Yeah, that's what Az said. He's like, I'm gonna make one of you and I'm gonna send you a picture of me banging you. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Well, you said, are you? So I said yes.
Yeah, he did. He confirmed. It's true. People are down with this though. Like Zelina here says Henry Cavill.
All right. What did we get? Yeah.
I wouldn't be opposed to this, but then again, I'd rather not get the robot version. Like I'll get like a doll that looks like him, but I don't want any electronics in his brain. Like I don't want him to kill me in my sleep. Like there's a difference between a sex doll and a robot sex doll.
Actually, right for Black Mirror, yeah, I might submit a script.
You should. It's true. It's true.
But it's the thing is though, the reason why I went there is it's horrendous to think of you doing it to a dead person. but then think about doing it to a living person.
I know, it's
And
creepy.
suddenly the dead person thing
Oh my God, was it Black Mirror?
sounds bad because they can't. At least they can't respond.
That's true. But I also think it's really creepy to think about, like, if your partner died and then you did that. I mean, I guess I can understand grief like turns people kind of like crazy, and they'll
It's
anything to
just
see
used
that
for
person.
sex, though.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. You're not interacting. You're not having that interaction with a loved one. You're literally just saying, "Sorry, you're
There's
gone,
no
darling." But
intimacy.
it was your pussy I wanted all along.
Oh, it's just terrible. Like, it would freak me out to like.
Here's a horror movie, or well, depending on how you look at it. But what if the spirit of the dead person comes back and inhibits the robot?
Oh my God. I mean, I could see that. I could see that.
And they're like, while oh gosh.
No, carry on. This is good stuff.
While business is taking, while they're doing their thing, right in the middle of sex, the person's like, what are you doing?
Oh, what if the robot said that when you're banging away? What are you doing to me, Az? Oh, shit.
Oh my
I do not consent to this, Az. Oh, shit, robot.
Oh my God.
You're ruining the moment for me, robot. Don't know if I can climax.
Become sentient at that moment or something too.
Yeah.
Or I don't know.
Oh, there
You
again,
know.
after I banged a robot, it becomes sentient after that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, baby.
Oh my God. Arrow 88 says you
I
get
want to
reincarnated
live.
as a
I
sex
want
robot.
to
Put that
live.
knife down. What are you doing?
Can you imagine? Oh my God. Why did I bring up this topic?
You brought it. Yeah, your problem, your fault.
It's because I'm fascinated with the idea that we're going to actually get taken over by robots at some point.
But what does it say? What does it say about humankind if you'd rather bang a robot than a person?
Than each other. I mean, in the UK, it's illegal to have sex now, right? Like with somebody you don't know. That's what I heard. Because of COVID, they like made it illegal.
Yeah, kind of. For a period of time, it was illegal to have sex with somebody who didn't live in the same house as you.
Right. So that means even if it was your partner, like you guys just didn't live together, like if it was your girlfriend that lived like, across town, you couldn't bang her.
I can just say that has not prevented people from having sex.
Of course not, but they actually tried to mandate that. Like, how do you even try to do something like that? It's
Then they
nuts.
put a £50 fine on it. Like 50 quid. How are you gonna fucking impose that? You're gonna knock on somebody's door, catch them at it. Oh, you caught us in the act, mate. It's a 50 quid fine, sir. I guess it's a fair cop.
Imagine if they came into they went into the room and they're like, we're here to bust her for doing it. And the dude ends up like having sex with a robot. And they're like, holy shit, I thought it was a real person.
Yeah.
That's not.
What are you doing to me, David?
The cop is like, that's not a real person.
And that's when the robot becomes sentient. Please take me away from this rapist.
H2O for $10. Thank you so much. Says social media and things like this is when human connections will get less and less, and people will be living different realities with more social and psychological problems. That's all very true. That's why it's really important to me that I do a show on Fridays called Infinite Hope, because I want to talk about human connection stories, because I think it's really important. I think it's one of the most important things in this world is human connection. And that's why they're trying to stop it at all costs. They just want you and whoever.
Well, they're trying to get rid of the heteronormative. That's what they're trying to get rid of.
That is also the case. Yeah. But I mean, any form of relationship, really, like, grandparents and grandkids, and, you got to stay away from your family now. I mean, it's just the most, it's some of the most ridiculous things you've ever heard is happening in this world. It's stuff from like Black Mirror, and you're like,
I ain't seen my mum in 18 months.
yeah, me either. I haven't seen my
Crazy.
mom in like 6-7 months now.
I haven't seen my mum in 18 months. I haven't seen my sister and my nephew and a partner in 18 months. Haven't seen my brother in 18 fucking months.
Are they all in the UK?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's freaking nuts over there. I mean, the UK is it was one of the most shocking like COVID like the way they were dealing with everything was like continuously shocking me, like every day when I would read about it.
Well, we've literally got a clown running the country. So
yeah, like and it was weird because when I remember when Bojo became ill with COVID and he went to the hospital and everything, and I was thinking to myself, okay, well, he's gonna survive, and then maybe he's gonna chill out a little bit, and like be like, okay, well, it's like kind of like Trump, like because at first Trump was like, he was freaking out a little bit, and then he got it, and then he went to the hospital and everything, and then when he came back, though, he was a little bit more chill. Like he was like, it's okay. It's kind of like the flu. Like, everybody gets sick. It's fine. Whereas in Bojo went completely the other way. And he was like, no, we need to stop this at all costs. And he went crazy. I don't know. I don't know how you guys put up with that guy. He's weird.
Don't even get me fucking started.
He kind of looks like Trump, like a Bizarro World Trump or something.
Like a retarded.
He does.
Yeah.
Yeah, like retarded Trump. I saw his like on the other day he put a picture of himself on Prince Philip's funeral post, and it was like just him like in like a suit being like in memorial of Prince Philip, and everyone was like, shouldn't you put a picture of Prince Philip? But he had like put a picture of himself.
Like me posting a picture of me.
Yeah.
In memoriam of Prince Philip.
It was kind of
How's
nuts.
that to you?
It was just kind of crazy because I was like, this guy's such a narcissist. Like he's just like, I'm just gonna post a picture of myself.
This is the classical English inbreeding class.
Oh my
Generations of inbreeding has gone into creating people like Boris Johnson.
God.
Well, they say you've heard I don't know, maybe you haven't heard this, but that all the presidents are supposedly related. Have you ever heard that before?
No.
In some way or another. Like obviously they're not brother, but yeah, one way or another. I don't know. It's weird. I saw a clip I was editing Joe Biden's video today. I'm like, man, that dude kind of looks like Bush a little bit in some ways. But Nina, I think this. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think it's probably more than likely just a bunch of crazy conspiracy stuff. But I don't know. You never know. Nina, I think this would be right on target with the stuff that we've been covering here. Consensual incest.
Oh my
Should be decriminalized, advocates say. I've been saving this up on my tabs for a few days because I
heard about this.
Degenerate everywhere.
What is wrong? What is wrong?
I didn't read the article though. Do you mind giving us a little bit more? Like, what do they exactly want to do? I mean, does the title pretty much cover it?
Yeah, I'll read it. Since it's a New York Post, it's pretty quick. Consensual incest advocates are rooting for anonymous New York parents who want New York parent who wants to marry their own adult child. That's just, we're only a paragraph in too. Australia Richard Morris, who is pushing to change incest laws in about 60 countries, said he supports the legal push in Manhattan federal court and that such behavior between consenting adults should be not criminalized. I can't. No, we're not reading this. That's it.
No, keep reading. This is insane.
He and other advocates have launched about 130 petitions, mostly on change.org. I want to see how many petition signatures they have.
Can we go to this petition? Okay, let me see.
Well, check it out.
What do I Google? Like incest petition?
Incest, incestchange.org. seeking to change incest laws around the world. Most have received little support. We haven't moved any mountains yet, he told the Post. You think? Morris was inspired to fight for those in consenting incestual relationships, he said, after learning about a Scottish case in which a long-separated father and daughter were reunited, started an affair, and were then criminally convicted. Fighting for true marriage equality is the right thing to do.
Whoa. Sorry, can we go back to that?
Yeah.
Morris
didn't
was
know.
inspired to fight for those in consenting incestual relationships. He said, after learning about a Scottish case in which a long-separated father and daughter were reunited, great, then started banging. Not so great. And were then criminally convicted. Good. Do you know what it does to your gene pool, you fucking morons?
Oh my God.
You want to fight autism, you're going to have a baby coming out like...
This is insane.
Yeah, I can't believe, I don't know, I can't believe there's somebody out there actually fighting for incest equality or incestual relations.
One of your family, you never look at them the same again.
I can't find this petition. I'm not
You
sure.
know that the person that is doing this, like, obviously they love their sister or their mother or something.
Yeah. He wants to fuck his sister.
He
or his
wants
daughter.
to bang a parent because it's like, I
Oedipus.
think he loves his mom because it's like, it was talking about like parents being able to bang their kids and it being okay.
Fighting for true marriage equality is the right thing to do, isn't it? No, you fucking prick.
Oh my God.
What's next, though?
It seems such an unjust. It seems to be as unjust as the law that used to imprison gay people. No,
it isn't.
The gay people weren't fucking related to each other.
What the hell?
I
hate this actually. This is one of the things I really hate is like these weirdo fringe people that try to like make it so that like the gay struggle or even trans struggle is like equal to this kind of shit, like this weird incest stuff or like pedophilia and
it's linking it all back to debauchery again, and gay people have literally fought for decades to try and get the stigma of debauchery removed, and now this other side has suddenly started to emerge, which is trying to latch onto that to the alphabet community and bring all their fucking bestiality shit and fucking CP and all this fucking, hey, let's bang our fucking brothers and sisters, yay! That's that. Look, it even put, and the law that used to stop people of different races, different fucking races, you dickhead.
Totally different. Totally
different. Did you notice how the word before races was different?
Different. Demogenite for $2 says, yeah, that's gross. 7 billion people in the world. No need. Thank you, Demogenite. Yeah, I agree. Like, there's more than enough people for us to like not bang our own damn families. Like, Jesus Christ.
Keith Pullman, who runs the blog Full Marriage Equality, also cheered on the New York lawsuit. It's absurd to say that an adult can't consent to marry their parent. What? That's just like, no, it's absurd to say that they can. That same adult can be sent to war.
He's fucking mental.
Look at these comparisons. That same adult can be sent to war, take on 6 or 7 figures of debt, operate heavy machinery, be sentenced to death by federal court, and consent to sex with 5 strangers and marriage with one of them, but can't consent to marry someone they love. He told the Post.
Not if they're related to them. No.
In some of these cases, the genetic parent didn't raise them, and they met for the first time 2 years ago.
Do you understand why it's a fucking law? It's not a law because the government's just like, we want to stop you from having funsies. It's a law because of what it fucking does to the gene pool, you dipshits.
Yeah. Oh my God. It's like,
Jesus Christ.
They're worried about like some, virus that is like, you know, killing everyone. It's like the Black Death. But then they're like, you know what? Let's start having sex with each other as family members, and that's okay. There's no health concerns there. That's fine.
Oh no, that's fun for all the family.
Oh my
Incest,
God.
a game for the family.
I mean, this is really just even more so of like an inroads for what's being brought up here. Allegations of grooming are laughable attempts to deny someone their rights, even though it will have no impact on the person objecting. Whatever.
So grooming only matters when you want it to matter.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
This guy needs to be locked up.
Yeah,
he needs to be locked up, and the keys run away.
He really does. People like, I feel like people like this just
Can we
kind
get
of
an image of this guy?
I'm pulling up the blog now. Who new to this
three
blog?
eyes and two tails, then I'm out of here.
Something tells me. Well, here I'll just Google his name. I'll find an image.
Oh my God. The Bugle Daily says, Nina, I'm not being pervy, but take that shirt off now. No, I love Spider-Man.
I've not been pervy, but take your clothes off.
He hates Spider-Man, so he's always commenting about.
Of course, it's the Daily. Yeah.
Yeah. Time to kick Nina off her own stream for wearing Spider-Man shirt. He always comments on like all of my videos, and he says like, well, like, you know, this trailer, like, let's say for the Shang-Chi thing, this trailer was great because there was no Spider-Man there. It's just like, whatever doesn't have Spider-Man in it.
There's no fun there either. So, yeah.
I don't know if there was a low budget film, but there was a very massively popular show called Game of Thrones where these two brothers sisters were banging the entire show. Basically, I think they like popularized it. Like they made it that it's like it's okay. Like, you know, it's taboo.
Yeah, but look at the seed of their outcome.
I know, right? They had one normal one, and she got killed.
Well, we don't know that she was normal. She was barely in it, to be honest with you.
That's true. That's true. She died pretty young. Nash McGraw, thank you so much for the $5. Says, just get a robot doll, you freaks. You know what? I agree. At this point, well, in this case of that we talked about with this robot thing, so are they going to be able to like get their robot and design it after their mom and dad and like bang their parents as a robot? At least there won't be any genetic problems then.
Can we, you know, as much as I've spoken against colonizing other planets and going to other, you know, places just because of the cost, I'm actually all for it now. Let's start getting out of this place, please.
John, wherever you go, there you are. So it's not like, you know, you won't take your robot banging ways with you. You're just going to take it to other planets. You have to fish out these problems before you go to other places. You're just going to take your robot friend, companion.
I don't know how people get off on that. Yeah, I just don't know.
What did you say, Az?
I'm going to go colonize on my own. And just take some classic porn mags with me or something.
Oh my God.
They'll just have to love me. I like
yeah,
that.
whatever just happened to, you know, that. Now we need robots. I mean, gosh.
I understand evolution, but the point is this is the evolution of something, but it's taking something away at the same time. Like you know, the evolution from newspaper to computer to iPad to phone. It's an evolution. Mm-hmm. Does it take anything away? No, it kind of adds. It's convenient. It's immediate.
More environmental friendly.
Except, well, I don't know. It depends on your.
That's true. That's true because of the whole batteries and everything.
Yeah. But then you've got the whole robot sex business and stuff like that. But then you're taking away human connection.
Yeah.
And if you start lowering the birth rate, you don't want to start lowering the birth rates.
Ooh.
Because then you're fucked.
And the birth rates are already dropping.
And they're already
hardcore.
dropping in some countries, and that's not good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, people are just like, you know what? We don't want to bring kids in this messed up robot effing incestual world.
Yeah, ancestral.
I mean, that is creepy, though.
I just want to bum your sister in their ass.
Oh my
Fine.
god.
Normal.
Short E says,
Cut the
Az,
guy's dick off. Sorry,
what's
go
with
on.
the pipe? Great stream. First time watching this channel. Well, welcome to my
the
channel.
pipe is my friend. The pipe's my new friend.
Is it like a
Sorry,
Sherlock Holmes one?
I'm cleaning my pop filter.
Oh, no worries. Is it like a Sherlock Holmes one? Like, because it looks like.
No, it's got a kink in it, ladies.
Oh.
But I used it as a prop in Friday Night Tights, and I'm thinking of getting some tobacco and actually becoming a pipe smoker.
I've smoked pipe before. I like the smell.
Somebody's gonna clip that.
What?
I
Smoking
smoked pipe before.
You know, like.
We know, Nina. We know.
Yeah.
We know,
But
Nina.
it's too heavy, like the tobacco taste. It's just like, but I like the smell because my grandpa used to smoke pipe, and then I would go like, it just reminds me of my grandpa's scent. It's weird. You guys are weird. Stop being weird.
No, I mean just the way you said it. It's just the way you showed it.
Well, smell like makes your memory.
No, it's not.
Go.
I still don't think you got it.
No.
I hate you.
No, when you realize, Nina, then you'll be
I
like,
did realize, and I think you guys are gross. Honestly.
I know.
we're gross. Okay. We're not the ones running around saying I smoke pipe. So does my granddad.
I think if you say smoke a pipe, it's a little
Yeah.
different. Sounds a little different.
Fine, make fun of the person of color English as a second language person. Freaking white people.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
He's super white.
Get out of here. Freaking white.
If it wasn't for us, we wouldn't have a fucking country. Right? Sorry.
Oh my. It's all very bad. People are asking if I need a robot now. No.
To smoke pipe with.
Once we started down that road with the sex robot,
It's all very bad.
this all got.
Nina's fault. She brought him into it.
It's true. It's all my fault. I feel the same way about cigars. I can't really like I can smoke a cigar for like a second and then I'm like, ugh, okay, I'm done. Do you like cigars, John?
I've had them before, but no, they're not. I don't know. It's not something I actually go out and buy. I mean, they're cool whenever you have them, but I mean, I think cigarettes are a lot more addicting. Just because, you're inhaling as opposed
God, I need
to...
a cigarette right now. Jesus Christ. All right.
Why? All that fucking pipe you've been smoking. Now you need a cigarette afterwards.
I wonder if people. Never mind. I'm not gonna finish that thought. It's gonna be about robots and smoking
An
afterwards.
incest and something. Yeah.
Now, what if the robot becomes incestual with another robot?
Great.
That's just...
It would be like, I need to find my maker, and then realizes it's a human.
Would you bang me? Maker? I could be everything you want me to be.
It'd be a creepy...
I will be the greatest lover you ever had, and I swallow.
Oh my god.
Could you imagine Hale 9000 as a sex robot?
Hal.
Weirdo.
That's what I said.
Hell no.
You said hail.
Hale.
Hale? Oh, okay. Hal.
What's wrong, Dave? It's getting dark, Dave. What are you doing to me, Dave?
It would be...
Sleep says I need an Az
arousing
robot
about
with a
that.
pipe. Sorry, John, what'd you say?
Oh, no, I was just going to say there's like absolutely nothing arousing about HAL 9000's voice. It just creeped the hell out of you.
You're hurting me, Dave.
Oh my god. It's because of that movie. I hate robots. Sleek says, I need an Az robot with a pipe. See, people already
Absolutely.
want a sex robot of you.
Yeah. They're only human. They're only human.
Oh my god, Dodgy Arab for $48.99. Thank you so much. Holy smokes. Thanks for the stream, guys. This should help with the gender pay gap. Kidding, it doesn't exist. Three guesses what robots I'll be looking into tonight. Oh my. Wow. Well, here's another robot for you.
Thank you for your cooperation. Good night.
So thank you so much. There is definitely a gender pay gap.
Some of these comments.
Whatever.
These are great questions.
He says, covering his ears. These are great questions. I can hear them all.
Oh my god! Wow. Well, it's been quite a show. We've talked about sex robots and Emilia Clarke and all sorts of.
in no particular order.
You know it's gonna happen. Like celebrity sex robots are gonna be like it's gonna be a thing now. I mean, I'm sure Anna's gonna get a Henry Cavill sex doll. Come on.
I don't even want to know the condition that thing would be in.
It's it's gonna happen.
It's gonna be in for repair every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Would the actors need to like sign off on something for their
Oh yeah, you got their likenesses would be trademarked.
Maybe, yeah. Mark Hamill will be okay if Disney does it because
he's signed away his likeness to Disney. If Disney get into the market of sex dolls, then Mark Hamill's
hey,
quite literally.
Literally.
They need money now. I mean, Star Wars is gone. They should just they're gonna get in on this.
We're announcing the Rey sex doll. Nobody buys it.
It's like the what was it?
Somebody
Rose
thinks they
Tico.
bought one. They actually pulled Daisy Ridley.
Could you imagine all the sayings? That's
Hey guys, look! I bought a Disney sex doll of Rey. Oh, yeah, I'm Daisy Ridley. You fucking prick! Oh my god, I couldn't tell the difference. Fuck!
Fucking Rose Tico.
That's what I told her to do last night. She fucking did it as well.
She's like, I don't need training.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, that's the hook. Buy the Rey doll. It doesn't need training.
Oh my god, it sells itself.
Sells itself, apart from nobody bought it.
Disney put Cinderella to work. My gosh, this is getting dark. This is not
just
good.
like Ariel in the live-action version of Little.
I'm not gonna lie. I would be very tempted to buy a Henry Cavill sex doll. I'm not even gonna lie. But I wouldn't because robots.
This
freak
is why
me
Henry
out.
Cavill doesn't talk to people. This is why he's
I know.
Robots freak me out. If it was a realistic sex doll, I might have to consider it.
Henry, robots freak me out, but totally fuck you. Why are you leaving, Henry? Why are you walking away, Henry? Come back, Henry.
You won't be able to go anywhere.
You can run, but you can't fucking hide.
Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to end this live stream while I still have a channel and people still somewhat respect me. Az, thank you so much for joining us tonight. It was a wonderful show. It's been fabulous to hang out with you. So thank you so much for coming on tonight.
Thank you, the pair of you for having me. It's been a lot of fun.
Of course. Tell everyone where they can find you. Of course, everyone already knows, but tell everyone. Anyways.
YouTube, HeelvsBabyface is written down there. And Twitter @HeelvsBabyface is written down there. That's where you can find
Perfect. Yeah. And he is in the description. The links are all in the description and for John's channel as well. John, do you have anything coming up or anything like that?
No, just more of the same old, same old. So, yeah, definitely subscribe to Heel versus Babyface. Great channel. I understand a little bit of his pain after reviewing Batwoman, but I don't know how he's been able to do it this long. So that's tremendous.
So you got The Funeral for a Friend up there, and you've got The Breaking of Batman's Back by Bane up there as well.
Oh, here.
I got a few DC comics up there. But yeah, I grew up reading Marvel, but I read a little bit of DC. Batman
Part 1. That's Batman 49.
Good eye.
492, 493. Yeah. Next to it's Funeral for a Friend, Superman. That's where he's going to the light. Then you've got Breaking of the Batman, Bane breaking Batman's back, Tim Aparo, Doug Munch, I think is. There you go.
John, I don't see any Shang-Chi. Are you racist?
I actually do have some Shang-Chi comics. Believe it or not.
You do?
No, they are. They're in my box, my comic box. So.
Have you read them?
No, I haven't.
Oh.
No, they were actually won at a raffle at a comic show. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. So, you should read them.
You didn't have a clue who they were.
I had a choice. Well, there was a choice between forgot what else there was, but I'm thinking like, oh, the upcoming Shang-Chi movie. Yeah, they'll probably up the value of these, I assume, but probably not.
Says Az is also blackmailed by Nerdrotic to appear in multiple times weekly with Gary and everything Gary does.
We do 2 shows a week now together.
Yeah,
we got Friday Night Tights, and then the real BBC's gone weekly now.
Mm-hmm.
So we're at least two days a week with each other. Oh my god, and people will talk.
So you got some blackmail on him, huh? Okay.
Or has he got blackmail on me?
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
I have a Gary robot which I fuck.
Oh my gosh!
Somebody please clip that.
I bought for it, and he found out, and he's just like, "Oh, I will tell everyone."
Oh my god! Somebody please clip Az saying that and send it to Gary. Thank you so much. Stop Asian hate. Yeah, nobody wants Asian hate. Yeah. Definitely not.
Yeah, so stop reading Shang-Chi.
And as for me, you can find me on here, this channel, and alternating channels Wednesdays for Infinite Talk on John's channel. Join me this Friday for Good News Fridays, Infinite Hope. We'll talk about good news and human connection and no robot stuff. So yeah, that'll be fun. Thank you so much, everybody. Again, Az, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.